Number 10. Ignoring budgeting and financial planning. One of the most common money traps people fall into in their 20s and 30s is living without a budget or financial plan. At this stage in life, many people start earning more than they ever have before, and with that comes a false sense of security. Without a budget, it's easy to lose track of expenses, overspend on non-essential items, and end up with nothing left at the end of the month. A financial plan not only helps you manage your current income, but also prepares you for major life events like buying a house, getting married, or starting a family. When people skip this step, they often find themselves living paycheck to paycheck, even with a decent income. Over time, this lack of control can lead to financial stress, missed opportunities for investment, and long-term money problems that could have been avoided with proper planning. Number 9. Overspending on lifestyle upgrades. As incomes rise, many people feel the urge to upgrade their lifestyle. A bigger apartment, a new car, fancier clothes, expensive dinners, and the latest gadgets. This phenomenon, often referred to as lifestyle inflation, is a silent wealth killer. While it's natural to want to enjoy your earnings, making large lifestyle jumps too quickly eats away at your savings potential. Many young professionals end up committing to high rent or car payments without thinking about how it affects their long-term financial freedom. Once you get used to a certain standard of living, it becomes difficult to scale back, even if your income drops or unexpected expenses arise. Instead of building wealth in your 20s and 30s, you could end up trapped in a cycle of working just to sustain your lifestyle, with very little to show for it years later. Number 8. Taking on unnecessary debt. Not all debt is bad, but in your 20s and 30s, it's easy to accumulate debt that doesn't actually improve your life in the long run. This could be high-interest credit card balances, personal loans for non-essential purchases, or financing items that depreciate quickly. Debt can give the illusion of affordability, allowing you to buy now and pay later. But in reality, it reduces your financial flexibility and costs you more over time because of interest. Many young adults also underestimate the stress that comes with being in debt, which can affect mental health and even career choices. If too much of your income is tied up in debt repayments, it limits your ability to invest, save, and take advantage of future opportunities. Debt that isn't tied to building assets or increasing income often ends up being a long-term burden rather than a tool. Number 7. Not investing early. One of the most powerful wealth-building tools is time, and the earlier you start investing, the more you benefit from compounding returns. Unfortunately, many people in their 20s and even 30s delay investing because they think they need a lot of money to start, or they assume they'll get to it later. This delay can cost thousands, even hundreds of thousands, in lost potential earnings over the decades. Even small amounts invested consistently can grow significantly over time. By waiting, you not only lose out on years of growth, but also have to save much more aggressively later in life to catch up. Many people also mistakenly leave their savings sitting in low-interest accounts that don't even keep up with inflation, meaning their money actually loses value over time. Number 6. Neglecting an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable. Job losses, medical bills, car repairs, and sudden expenses happen to everyone. Without an emergency fund, these unexpected costs often lead people to rely on high-interest debt, which creates even more financial strain. Many young adults believe they can just use a credit card if something goes wrong, but this mindset leads to long-term debt cycles. An emergency fund acts as a financial safety net, giving you peace of mind and protecting your savings and investments from being drained when life throws a curveball. Without it, one unexpected event can undo months or even years of financial progress. In your 20s and 30s, when you're still building your career, having this cushion is even more critical.
Number 5. Relying too much on credit cards. Credit cards can be a useful financial tool when used wisely, but they can also be a dangerous trap. Many people in their 20s and 30s swipe their cards without tracking expenses, leading to balances that spiral out of control. High interest rates on credit cards can keep you paying off the same purchases for years, costing you far more than the original price. Additionally, Relying too heavily on credit can create a false sense of affordability. You might feel like you can afford more than you actually can because you're not paying up front. Over time, this habit can erode financial stability and delay major life goals, like buying a home or starting a business. Number 4. Not thinking about retirement. Early retirement can seem like a distant concern when you're in your 20s or 30s, but the earlier you start preparing, the better off you'll be. Many young adults postpone saving for retirement, thinking they'll have plenty of time to catch up later. However, the power of compounding means that every year you delay, you're losing potential growth. People who start saving in their 20s can often contribute less over their lifetime, but still end up with more than someone who starts in their 40s. Neglecting retirement planning early often results in financial stress later, forcing people to work longer than they want or make significant sacrifices in their older years. Number 3. Buying a car that's too expensive. Cars are one of the biggest expenses in most people's budgets, and in their 20s and 30s, many fall into the trap of buying a vehicle that's far beyond their means. Whether it's driven by the desire for status, peer pressure, or simply the excitement of a new ride, overpaying for a car can drain your finances. New cars lose value quickly, often dropping by 20% or more in the first year. And high monthly payments can eat into money that could be used for investing or paying down debt. Additionally, expensive cars come with higher insurance, maintenance, and fuel costs. Over time, the financial strain of owning a luxury or oversized vehicle early in life can delay wealth building significantly. Number 2. Not learning basic financial skills. Financial literacy is one of the most valuable skills you can develop. Yet many young adults never take the time to learn it. Without understanding the basics, budgeting, saving, investing, taxes, and debt management, it's easy to make costly mistakes that could have been avoided. Many people rely on trial and error, but by the time they realize a mistake, the financial damage is already done. Without these skills, even a high income can be wasted, and unexpected financial challenges can become overwhelming. In your 20s and 30s, building a foundation of financial knowledge can make every dollar you earn work harder for you. Number 1. Falling for get-rich-quick schemes. The idea of making a lot of money quickly is appealing, especially for people in their 20s and 30s who are eager to build wealth fast. Unfortunately, this eagerness often makes them targets for scams, multi-level marketing schemes, risky investments, or unproven business opportunities. These traps promise big returns with little effort, but most of the time, they result in financial loss, wasted time, and emotional stress. Many young people also jump into speculative investments without doing proper research, putting large sums into cryptocurrencies, meme stocks, or other volatile markets without understanding the risks. These decisions can wipe out savings and set back financial goals for years. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more tips, and share it with someone who needs to hear this before it's too late.